Hi guys, in this video we will learn about JSON.stringify and parse method of a JavaScript objects. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. I have created index.html and index.js. This index.js is already embedded in my index.html via script tag using src. Now whatever I am writing in this JS, I can console in my index.html. So let me create a var object with some values like age 10 and name colon size, something like this. Now what I want to do is I want to convert this particular object into string. As we know that we will be converting any of the primitive type into a string by using toString method. Let us see about toString first. So for example, where I have a number as 10, and if I want to convert this 10 into a string, then I can use toString method log of number dot toString, and this will be converted into string, and that can be displayed in your browser. So if you go here, inspect and go to the console. Now let me reload this. If you see here, we got 10, and how you can say this is a string or not. For example, if you console a number directly, that means console.log of a number, then this number will be highlighted. If you go back, clear it off and reload, you can see a number is in blue color. So that means anything which we are getting in a string format, that will be in the black color, whereas the number will be in the blue color. That is one way we can check in our console of a Chrome, where it will be differentiated for the string and the other primitive types. So now my number is in blue color and toString. So that means we have converted our number into string, but that will not be the same case in our objects. So if you want to convert any object into a string, then we have a method called as JSON. That is, JSON should be capital letter, and it will be having a method called as stringify. So the stringify will receive what to be stringified. That means the value what to be stringified. So in this case, my stringification is an object. So whenever I'm stringifying this object, you will be getting whole string in our console. If you see here, we got a string in console, but how it looks like an object whenever we are displaying an object directly without converting in our console log obj, then go back, clear it off and reload. So you got something like age, which is like an object. So that is the reason you are able to open this and check the output. Whereas here it is not an object. You don't have prototype inbuilt object, as well as you are not able to see in this format. Here it is a plain string method. So let me copy this and paste somewhere. Something like I have var string, that is str. Let me use something like str is equal to, I have this string, and when you want to convert this string into an object, so let me use console.log of, there is a method called as JSON.parse of str. So JSON.parse is a method which is used to convert your string of object into an object. That means it should have an object inside it. Let me go back, clear it off and reload. You got an object back in line number 14. If you see here, this is the method which will be used for converting a string of an object into an object. That means inside the string I have an object. So it is a valid object. So whenever we are using a parse method, the string of an object will be converted into an object. So now in this we have learned two things. One is to convert any of the object into string, we can use a JSON.stringify, and whenever we want to convert any of the string of object into an object, you can use parse method. Let us see if we are giving an invalid JSON, that means an object. For example, I'm not closing that flower base. So in this case, it is not a valid object. So it is not having the capability to convert into an object. So at this particular time, you'll be getting an error. See here, syntax error, unexpected end of JSON input. That means the JSON, whatever we are providing, it is a failure case. That means an invalid object. So in this case, you will not be getting a proper output. So whenever we want to check whether that parsing is proper or not, and how to overcome this problem. We'll learn in the next video how to do an error handling whenever you are using a JSON.parse and JSON.stringify. So JSON.stringify will never give any problem, because whenever we are creating an object itself, it will be throwing an error if that is an invalid. But a string may be giving a problem whenever we are converting into an object. Why? Because string can accept anything, maybe a valid object or an invalid object. So that is the reason we will be getting an error whenever the object inside that string is not a valid object. In this case, we have to use error handling mechanisms to handle and to know whether that parsing is successful or not. We'll learn that error handling and exception handling in our next upcoming video. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my explanation, please like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.